Jamani manyoka.
The first question that was posed to me was about the Muslim community and how I'm going to address the issue that they don't have a worship center or a place they can worship. Sorry? Addressing the issue through the legal channels, but somehow the process has stagnated somewhere. I would have to look into that before I give any directive, because I would say this would need collective effort. I can't do it on my own, but liaising with the Muslim community and together with the administration with proper information channels where we can address this issue with the attention that it deserves, I believe that we can find a solution. Bursaries that is supposed to be allocated for them, and if we employ the best measures to improve information for these students to be able to access it and actually understand the eligibility for such things, because sometimes when you find the opportunity to be sponsored as a needy student, you are supposed to be bright. You have to be a bright but needy student who needs, sorry? A bright but needy student. Yeah, a bright but needy student who needs the help. So we are going to liaise and find every means to reach out to these students. Like for instance, tomorrow we have a compassion day. Every student will be called upon to bring the rest of the students to understand. And the third question was the remark of living standards of the students. This is the pressing issue that has been a more in the school. And to address this issue, we understand that sometimes the workers may not deliver to the expectations of the students and the administration as well. To look into this matter, we would need the intervention of the administration, and I believe that, you know, we as students, when we are living in those hostels, right? And then you see the hostels have not been clean, or maybe the environment is not nice. You wonder, does the administration or the legal body that is supposed to address such an issue, are they aware that this is happening? Do they know? And as the intermediary, the student body is the one supposed to address this issue. And while addressing this issue, it is the responsibility of the student body to make sure that the students know that the information has been taken to the administration. That is the this would narrow down to the fact that if we don't have a proper information body, nothing can work. Regardless of the bigger dream you have, if you don't have a simple thing like information, you are doomed. Yes. So, information is the number one thing. If the hostels are dirty, we need to find a clear channel where students know that it has been communicated. The administration has received this information and they have given us this directive or this response and has given us a time frame to address such an issue. And when worst comes to worst, it is our health that is in jeopardy. We as students can also find our own means of trying to empower ourselves. In such cases where we can have a dirty hostels or the washrooms for over a month, we can take initiatives on our own hands, if that is okay with the students. Yes. That is it. So I would want to connect that with the issue of work-study programs. We usually have limited dockets for work-study programs. Could be the libraries and the administrations, but we haven't thought of maybe the sector for cleaning. We have needy students who could do that work. We could try and sit down and have a proper committee coming from the students themselves who can realize, can we work with this? If we can work with this, we implement that. And then, thank you. About the council, I understand that the faculty level leaders, given the chairperson and the 7 team members, can barely do a lot of work if they are not at par with the council members, that is the presidential candidate. So, the number one measure we are going to also implement on this, and this is something I would sing about, is information again. The students need to be aware about their rights. If you do not know what is going on, then it cannot harm you and you stay to be negligent and ignorant. But if we are aware, we find a town hall where we have the council and the faculty together with the students and the necessary bodies in the town hall we discuss how these things are going to be done and inform the students about the time frame where these events are supposed to be happening, the allocations of funds. I think with proper information, just hanging out in the air is given out to the students and to the administration at the same time. This is going to cover a lot of things. Yeah. And the question that was posed by Rebecca, thank you. Now, Rebecca Mataga had posed the question to all aspirants. She had said, how are we going to manage the administration to implement? I understand. Yes. So, how to manage the administration to implement the manifestos that we had? You had asked that question. So, as a person who has never been in office in this school, I may not be in the capacity to understand the challenges you might have faced with your government, but at the same time, I would want to speak from the perception of a student during your regime, which still is yours. We did not have enough information. We did not know you faced these challenges. You see? So that is where the students come in and say, your administration did not work, did not deliver, because we did not understand the challenges that you went through. So I believe it's still important, in as much as you face the problems, address the people who you are working with. Yeah. So, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you to the entire panel and the very enthusiastic audience of voters. So now we are going to change things up a bit because of time. And then immediately the question is asked, you direct it. You can direct it to whom you want to.
And I have questions. My number one question goes to Team Empower. And the question is, as a student in this school, there was a time when we felt like we don't have a governor as a BA students. Because our governor left us. Now as a woman, will you not run and leave us again? That is my question. Another question goes to Team that's Team. The chair is not in, and I'm asking a question that, what if it were a presidential debate, Kenya presidential debate? You would be in Canada. Just get my point. Last time when we had a presidential debate, President Ruto was there, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga was there. Like as the chair, I wish I saw him there. My last question goes to Team Kepa's team. And we have telecom lines. Personally, my sister is studying online. I have to gather for data. What are you doing about that? And being that these challenges have been there and you've been there, can we do a mistake of electing you again? And will you work?
even before saying my name, I said that my governor, Robert Amene, was coming from hospital and he will be here 30 minutes.
Okay, now my question goes to Deborah. And for all the aspirants when you were about the conditions of the hostels, I bet you guys when you are talking, because for one, I've been talking to the cleaners. Those people have not been paid their salary. I don't know if you know that. Two, those people clean their hostels. First things first, kwanza wasichana sisi ni wachafu sana, siogopi kusema. But do we give them ample time to do their job properly? And Nani Deborah, my question is, umesema about the study works milioni ya kupelekwa majuu. My question is, now that you want to connect people to go on the exchange programs, maybe as a student, I am not intending to do the exchange program. And
for such. And that is why I was saying we need to address that issue. If you understand how exchange programs work, and put it out there for students to understand. Because most exchange programs, you are not required to pay for them. There are.
Yes.
Yes. Let me first introduce myself.
Listen. I'm Elvasan Matara, a student at the UN doing political science as an affiliate course that comes after all. First of all, do you plan replacing your campaign slogan? Do you plan on replacing your campaign slogan with "At least I tried" on your next run? Next question to Kefa. Since you are already an expert in failing in office, will you consider taking masters?
Wise man to speak because vomiting wisdom. For the fact that Mr. Kefa, I have I want to vomit some wisdom to you. It's a question, madam. Don't rush. There's enough time for us. Mr. Kefa, since you're already an expert in failing, because we know where to live. Are you interested in hosting a master
Ulize kama wana support mani. Ndio ulize swali. Ulize swali sije. Lakini usiulize swali kama yanda. Usiulize swali. Kama zu. Ndio kuuliza kuzifika hiyo nyuma. Nani?
My issue is on the classmates. We are abandoning our classmates. I've been a classmate for the last 5 years. In this institution, we have 500 professionals, but you are only mentioning Ecosa and Unsa. We have found Joseph for journalism students, and they have been abandoned for the last several years. So when you go there, and they need to convince me that they will not for comrades so that I may subscribe to their manifesto. So I will ask each of them a question and they must answer my question. And before I give out my question, comrades be very wise this time now. You know this thing will do you for 1 year. You'll be suffering. No one will be there to fight for you. Be wise. It is now or never. Yes. My first question goes to Taifa. My first question goes to Taifa. I have record. Yes. First of all, I want Taifa to convince me that what will he do as a chair, which he will not manage to do as a secretary. On 13th November 2023, Taifa attacked comrade in his room. When I don't lie. Oh shit! On 13th November 2023, Taifa attacked comrade in his room. And the comrade was called Ombi. Ombi reported to SUA and action was taken. The action was taken by the SUA. Taifa was relocated from the leader's room to an ordinary hostel room. Taifa could not manage to fight for himself. He tried to fight for himself, so he could return to the road back, he didn't manage. So how can he convince us that he will fight for us? Just give me time. Just give me time. Because I really feel bad. Last question, just give me time. Last question. I've told you before that I don't believe in diplomacy. And Kefa is a coward. Don't feel safe. We tried diplomacy for 2020. It has been failing all along. Kefa was again when promotion failed. Students could not be promoted. We were told as Congress for us to pack our things in a blanket for us to go with them home. And Kefa said again didn't give you direction. Because diplomacy failed, you could not come out after the mission and fight for your comrades. So what can you tell us that you do for you people? It is now or never, nothing. That's you. And I want this question to go direct to the chairman. I want to pay to you. That's for now. Yes. Yes, my question to Bob. Bob, you look very nice. Don't refuse that. But you have several weaknesses. And I don't know whether you managed to work for this company. Last month, second, which was February, I had a comment reporting to the gate watchman that Bob, you are too much egocentric. To an extent, you called a comrade rabbit.
Kisha wataleta ile nini, wataleta hiyo endelea.
Yes, Mr. Bernard. Yes, Mr. Bernard. I understand like politeness and being sober is not a weakness. And it's not a disability. So my question to Bernard is, since he's polite and sober, relax. Since he's sober and polite, how will you allow, how will comrades access you? Final question to relax. Final question to the woman is not a disability. And I know that being a woman is not a disability. Yes. So if being a woman is not a disability. And I told you before that I personally don't believe in diplomacy. And we as comrades, when diplomacy fails, we go to the battlefield. Since I was born, or since I came to the university, I've never seen the war in the battlefield. How come? So my question is, because I've never seen you in the battlefield, how sure are we that you will fight for us when diplomacy fails? Thank you very much. But look at the taking an example from the government of Kenya. Our excellent presidency was of the national government of Uhuru Kenyatta, and he promised that he is going to deliver the citizens of Kenya. And Taifa was in the current government, the current government. And he is still in the current government. How can he convince us that he is going to do what he said to do?
how much you understand corporate sector? If you are asked that question, you won't fumble up that you can present corporate somewhere until all of us we have to gain since we are ready for a mix of us. Okay? Okay, this is what I'm supposed to say. 2. This is to avoid all these drama and shows I'm seeing here now. You aspirants, please articulate to us so clearly, briefly, because of time, how we are going to do a well-articulated affair and a resource organization to represent this corporate somewhere and enable them to understand your jurisdiction and your responsibilities so that when time comes next year, no one will be questioning a secretary general or a chairperson because trade cash hasn't been washed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I have a question actually for Taifa. As Taifa, it's a very simple question you need to answer. Taifa, what have you done as such that the owner will be going to vote in the second time? I don't know you people who have mentioned or prayed at all. We are here asking questions and we came here to be answered and what we have. So, my second question is similar to Taifa. People like you to say, you ask me to give you 90,000 to have
Sometimes when we get platforms like this ones, I want to ask a question to the team leads. Team Servants, I like the kind that you are portraying. I like the kind of materials you are trying to keep out. My question is that you always know that it is different towards one point of sensibilization and information seeking. After having that information, what are you going to do with it? The next question, I just want to ask random. Okay. Another question I asked both all of them. I've seen that some even want to get into office without even consulting those who are in those offices. Very difficult. If you are not holding the seat and you want to get to that seat, you think you are going to get it. And if you really think you are going to get it, how are you going to get it? The last question, I've seen that most of the agendas are they're just common. Agenda paper, you have common agendas. So in a very circumstance that one person possesses the power, are you going to come together and work or you're going to get anything? Then the last one, the question I want to ask you is, specifically today, I'm asking this question. There are three positions of leadership qualities as a leader. Number one, the intellectual ability. Number two, we have the political mindset, the faculty division of mindset.
Then the third one is the bureaucratic order. The bureaucratic order works just after we. But now I've seen it happening right now here. Whereby the Secretary General have delegated the work for the grades have been delegated to the Secretary General. Are you trying to prove us that when it comes to service, the director is taking
I'm just going to give the team leaders 1 minute to respond and to react to the
the lens that I might have, being a woman, and the relationship that I have with comrades and the administration is that I'm a student and it's a partnership. That's why we have to work together for the betterment of the comrades and to the advantage of everybody that is involved. And yeah, someone asked me how we understand the challenges, yet I knew nothing about the other regime. Yeah, I understand that, as I had said, having information can always solve everything. And information and sensitization helps us to achieve the goals that we have yet we cannot see. So if we are just informed, we can achieve the goals. Thank you.
We've come to the end of our debate. I want to thank you all for your participation.
Mumbai inafaa lete nini sasa?